So want to talk about clear communication and the importance of it with our dogs. First, going through the methods of communication. So we have verbal communication as to what your dog's going to hear out of our mouths. That's going to include commands as well as markers. So the commands are specifically what we want our dogs to be doing. So we've got sit, down, place, but then we also have markers. Markers are essentially telling our dog whether they're doing something right, doing something wrong. So we're giving them feedback as to the behaviors that they're giving us at the time. So the markers that we use are good, dog goes into a sit, good job. If it's in a sit and they get out of it before we release them, then we're gonna go ahead and say nope and then get them right back into the sit. So this, again, is just information that our dogs are gonna have to help them navigate what it is that we want them to be doing. Moving forward from there, we have our nonverbal markers. Nonverbal communication is going to be anything that our dogs are feeling or seeing, whether it's the leash that's giving them some information, our body language, or even the e-collar. So we need all of the stimuluses, our leash, body, to be tied with a behavior to the dog. One example that we have is our body language. So when working on waiting at the door, having your dog stay in a place or a sit, we can move in towards them to give them a clue as to what we need them to be doing. So anytime that I move towards Stanley here, he should be backing up and giving me a little bit more space, a way that we can continue helping our dogs perceive what it is that we want them to be doing. Dogs aren't going to understand you saying stay. They need to know the behavior that matches with that word. Going forward, we also have rewards. So we have our affection. We also have the ability to give toys, give treats, anything that's going to help motivate a dog to do something. On the other side of it as well as rewards, we also have corrections. A lot of times people don't like talking about corrections in the dog training community, but it's something that is important so we can help dogs behave and have better manners. For example, a correction doesn't need to be my dog's barking at another dog and I just give a really hard leash pull. A correction to me is teaching our dog to do something correctly, so walking nicely on leash, and then all of a sudden your dog starts to bark at them, then we say, hey, no, you're not supposed to do that, you're supposed to be walking next to me nicely. So it doesn't need to be this punitive thing that happens, but we need to have our dog properly responding to the leash, properly responding to all the stimuluses, so in the event that they are doing that, that we have the ability to get them back into the nice structured walk that we have taught them. Before we're able to correct a dog, we need to be able to communicate so they know what it is that we are asking them to do. And again, timing wise, the moment they do something that isn't what we want, we can communicate and get them back doing the right thing.